You got Southwest?
Yeah, so pretty much, what was it? I think 4 or 5 days ago, a bunch of Southwest flights got canceled. And so, I don't know the exact, I think maybe like thousands of flights got canceled.
Oh, let me just preface this real quick. There's like 4.3 million people who just like aren't working right now in America. So it's like, it kind of ties in with fucking Southwest
a little
right
context,
now.
right?
So let them tell what this shit is.
So yeah, they canceled a bunch of flights, right? But for the reason was because of weather. Right,
Okay.
but no other airline was canceling that many flights. So it was just, a real discrepancy with how many flights Southwest canceled. And so they came out with a statement, but they lied about it. Right, so that was the big thing. They said it was all about weather. It was really because the majority of their employees, like pilots, what is it? Not the car ladies.
Flight attendants.
Flight attendants, like they were pretty much sitting out because they're not supportive of the vaccine mandate.
Okay.
Right. So so
Damn.
that's like
And
a
they
big
in planes all day? That's wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they're flying with everybody across the world.
Yeah, I'd be dying to get a fucking vaccine. I'm in a plane all day.
Yeah. I mean,
What a bunch of like lady at the cheesecake said,
yeah.
fuck you.
Yeah.
Fuck you guys.
yeah.
You don't want to take the vaccine. Well, you fuck off. You just fucked up a lot of people's travel plans because you want to be a dick about it.
Yeah.
Put the fucking needle in your arm, or better yet, go up there and just jump out the plane.
No parachute.
You could have messed up. Imagine I'm traveling somewhere. I had vacay plans for the fam, and now I hear, oh, the weather is bad. I'm just looking outside like, it's blue skies, my G.
Yeah, a lot.
Ain't
of
nothing wrong with the weather. So now I got lied to.
Yeah.
And these motherfuckers not showing up to work.
Yeah. But it just looked bad on Southwest because it's like, why did you lie about it? Like there was really people were gonna figure out anyway.
Bro,
so it's like there's no saving face in that regard.
If I'm
so
Southwest, I'm gonna say, cause I want y'all to know.
people gonna figure out if thousands of employees are like, you know what I'm saying, just not going to work that day. Like,
But imagine, because the weather was bad. That's why.
you don't see it snowing? Oh yeah, it's humid.
He's asking the press, like, nope, weather was bad. Look, if they're protesting, I didn't even know because I'd actually already told them not to come.
Yeah.
It's like if someone like flakes on you, it's like, oh, well, actually, I didn't want to hang today anyways because I was actually busy too. Forgot to tell you.
That's some fucked
It's
up
like,
shit.
oh yeah.
It's gonna be some transfers. We can't even cancel Dave Chappelle. You guys are canceling flights.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like, what?
It's awful, man.
They tried to walk out too. Netflix. We'll get to Netflix next, but they're another group trying to do a little walkout.
Everybody's trying to walk out and have a fight against something. Everybody's trying to, or not trying to.
Yeah, what happened to doing your fucking job?
Okay.
Everyone taking after Kyrie, bro. Maybe NBA players do have an effect on the outer world because now motherfuckers think like they righteous, saying, "Nah, I don't want to get this vax."
You think people came out the pandemic a little bit more privileged, or like more entitled, or more privileged at all, or not?
Bigger pussies.
I think everybody just kind of swiveled into their own hole, right? And then there were so many things at play to like, or polarizing things at play to where you had to pick a side on. So now it's just kind of been building from like a real small little grain of rice, and then there's like, another event happened, and in each event you could have a completely different view of somebody else, right?
Yeah.
So now after you've lined up 20-30 events, now you're all mixed the fuck up, you feel me? So I think that's really what happened. So now everybody just back outside with all these different viewpoints about all this simple shit, and it's like, okay, I can't agree with you on this because remember a year ago when that happened, and it's like, oh well, I took this stance and you took that one, so it wouldn't be too good.
Yeah, so like, I think it's pretty crazy when it comes to like, because every single person I see them talk about, oh, why don't they just get the vaccine? Why don't they just get the vaccine? And it's like, I get the mandate is coming, but yo, I still feel like people should still have their choice to do it. I just feel like if you really don't feel safe about it, I get it's for the bigger perspective, for more people to be safe. Why don't you just stay your ass at home?
What they did, bro, that's what's fucking it up.
Yeah,
they better take their asses to work. Put that fucking needle. Hey, but to touch back on Tori's point though, about how the world is like so divisive, while you're saying that, I kind of started thinking like, I feel like, you remember last year, especially after George Floyd, or like just especially with Trump in office and seeing all the racist shit that was going on, it was like you genuinely, like, everyone kind of did have to pick a side. Like if someone like it just wasn't acceptable for people to like, because the racism was gonna come out like crazy. Like if you support this guy who's clearly racist, who's leading this insurrection, or even before the insurrection, but you could just see who his demographic was. You could see what he did in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Like there was just X amount of things. It was like you had to pick a side.
Yeah.
And so even people understanding that was almost a good thing at times for the people that knew, like, nah, I'm gonna make it be known, like, I don't fuck with racism. I support, you know, Black Lives Matter or whatever it is. Like, I want to be on the right side of things. People had that, but it's like they carried that into everything now. So now everything is like, you either on this side or you on that side. Ain't no one, but like everyone has to be. So that's why I feel like everything has become even more divisive, because everyone has to pick a side. You either hate Dave Chappelle or you hate LGBTQ. Right. That's the type of shit they want you on.
Everything's getting thrown like the racist banner. It doesn't matter what you like.
You everything's called racist.
Everything's homophobic, transphobic, panphobic. I don't know.
And if you don't agree with them, then you must be that too.
That's when the mob just gets you.
And that's the problem, because I almost had that same mentality as it pertained to like shit like Trump. Shit like when things were going on. If you didn't feel, if you had an issue with certain things, you was like, oh no, Black Lives Matter was destroying buildings. Nah, like that's definitely something I'd like to have a discussion with you. But like if you posting that was your thing, I'm like, nah, fuck you then. Like you're not one of my type of people. So it's like, but that mentality, I don't think for certain things.
You had some unfollows?
For sure. for certain things, I just don't think that's as applicable, like especially when it comes to canceling people and shit like that. But I feel like we carry this stuff into everything.
Every single news article, even if it has nothing to do with Black Lives Matter, they'll still somehow throw those initials or those letters into the story, or they'll throw a race onto a story which has nothing to do with race.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of an example.
The Rachel Nichols shit, bro. You remember the story we read after, like, Rachel Nichols, a white anchor, spoke about
a black anchor. And it's like, damn, okay. Shortly after the George Floyd protest, and it's like, everything's going to tie back to that one big moment. So you can just kind of push whatever you want to say through whatever story that comes out, because it has a tag to it, it has a label to it.
Yeah, and even with like Israel and Palestine, everybody was trying to pick a side.
Bro, that's
it's
a good
like,
example.
yo, what the fuck? Like, if you don't put a blue square, you don't support us. We supported you.
You haven't posted this shit,
but
you don't care.
Yo, you could just look at it objectively and like sit back and think about it, like you don't have to just pick the fucking side. I think most human beings don't end up picking a side. That's what the narrative just plays, like most people I talk to, it's like, okay, yeah, some people are like pro-vaccine, but at the same time they'll have conservative views.
Well, I think that's a luxury in California.
Yeah. Why?
Meeting a lot of people that have more so like open mindsets. Because I don't think if you went to a small town in Indiana, like I'm pretty sure they all have the same mindset.
Yeah,
but the media portrays us to be so liberal, extremely liberal. But then when you actually meet people out here, it's like they're not all like that.
You're saying they're more anti-vax or they're more pro-vax?
More pro-vax out here.
Oh, that's liberal.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, I'm just saying, like. It could be someone who is pro-vax, but they have conservative views. Maybe they're like, oh, maybe we shouldn't raise the taxes as much because they have a certain wealth gap that they're up there. It's just like your politics, So there's different types of ways, because I don't want to be considered, I don't want to have a label of like what I believe in. Only like one thing that I believe in. Because I could feel like a Democrat, I could feel like a Republican in certain situations. They say more people become Republicans as they get older because they're making more money. But I don't know. I just feel.
You'd be like Candace Owens.
Oh man.
Oh wow.
Shit.
Tory Owens.
It's just views.
All right.
What about Kyrie Irving?
Oh, Kyrie.
What's going on with him?